Hey guys, it's Alex, and today I'm going to be showing you 10 habits that will change your life. I have been really interested in goal setting and just like sticking to things. I've done like habit trackers in the past. I feel like since we're in February now, some people might have dropped off on some of their New Year's resolutions. So I want to show you guys these 10 tips so you can hopefully implement them into your routine. I have done a lot of these things and they've honestly changed my life and how I live. So I would love to share them with you guys. If you have not subscribed already and this is the first you are seeing of me, I'm Alex. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like this video if you enjoy it. I really hope you guys enjoy this video and let's just get on into it. So I have some notes on my phone here. I actually just got a new case yesterday because my phone got run over, screen shattered, but it's fine now. And I got a new case because the other one was a little bit rough. So I think the first one is something that I need to do more, and I don't currently implement this into my everyday routine, and that's making my bed. I have heard so many positive things about making your bed every morning. It's just like it's something good to come home to at night. It's just like starting your day with like having good intentions. Even if you like don't get anything else done during your day, if you like did that one thing, at least you did like something. I just think making your bed every day is something really good to do, and I personally need to do this more. Also, it just makes your room feel put together, and I know when I'm cleaning my room, the first thing I like to do is make my bed, just because when your bed is made, everything else feels better. The next habit I want to share with you guys is making to-do lists. I love making lists. I'm like such a like organized like person, like to have everything in order, and I use a few apps to help me with this. I've done written lists before, but I also have done stuff on my computer. I currently am using the My Homework app for like my school assignments, and then for like other things I want to get done, I'm using this app called ToDo Lists. It does this cool thing where you have your like tasks laid out, and then if you do it on time, it like gives you points, and then when you like get a certain number of points, you can like level up in your productivity points. Having it on my phone makes it really easy, so I can have it everywhere with me and like always keep track of what I need to do. And I just feel like having to-do lists are such a great tool for making sure that you get what you need to get done and you aren't leaving anything out. So the next habit that I'd like to share with you guys, and something that I've been doing more recently, is reading. I know that when I was younger, I loved to read books and I did it all the time, but now that I'm in high school, I have a much busier schedule, a lot more work to do, and I just don't really take time out of my day or out of my free time to read. But recently I've really been trying to do that. The book that I'm currently reading is Live Fearless by Sadie Robertson. I love her books. I read her first one, Live Original, and then I have her new one that just came out called Live. I have that pre-ordered. So I just really like this book, and I love her message and everything she stands for, and I just love everything she talks about in here. I also feel like reading is something really good to do, just because I feel like we have to do required reading for school sometimes, but then taking time to read something that you want to read, or just something that you are interested in, it can like be enjoyable and can just like get your mind off of the stress of your like everyday life. So kind of going along with the last one, but like not really. The next habit is listening to music or podcasts. I personally do this when I'm driving to and from school or practice. I have also been listening to like an audiobook, which is why this kind of ties in with the last one. Dr. Wayne Dyer's Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. I will leave a link to the audiobook down below. It's actually like a YouTube video. I'm like almost halfway done with it. It's so insightful, and it just provides like so much wisdom about life. I just feel like it can apply to everyone. Also, the podcast I love listening to is Pretty Basic with Alicia Marie and Miss Remy Ashton. I watch both of them on YouTube and I love their channels, and I just love listening to their podcast when I'm not really feeling like listening to music on my drive home. But most of the time I love listening to music. It's just nice to jam out sometimes, and even if you guys like can't drive or like listen to music while you're driving, I recommend you try and find some other time in your day to do it. Maybe what I used to do is I'd like listen to it in the shower. Having little jam out sessions is just the best form of self-care in my opinion, so I recommend you guys do that. Next habit I want to talk to you guys about is doing your skincare routine twice a day. Like, you don't have to do your whole routine twice a day, but like doing something not just like at night or not just in the morning. I know I had mentioned I was going to start doing this in my skincare routine, which if you haven't watched, you should go check that out because I go into everything in detail there of what I do for my skin. But I started around the time I made that video doing my skincare in the morning and night, and it's made such a great difference than when I was just doing it at night. So I really recommend you guys do that and implement that into your routine, especially if you're not seeing the results you want to see with your skincare. And I will link my skincare routine video up here if you guys want to go check that out. The next habit I want to share with you guys is stretching daily. I feel like stretching, especially because I'm an athlete with swimming and everything, I put my body through so much. My body like needs to stretch, because if it doesn't, you can get injured or it'll just prevent you from being less sore the next day. And I recently have been going through an injury like with my shoulders. I know I had mentioned this in my life update vlog that I had first mentioned that I was having shoulder problems, and they've persisted since then. No one had like really been giving me any answers on it, and I actually went to get like a deep tissue massage last night, and they like rolled that like area all out and everything, and this morning I could actually swim and like the pain was gone. And it just like goes to show how much like stretching and also just like taking care of your body can make an impact. And I stretch every night right now, and I do that already, and I've only seen positive results because of that. It had like been going on for like 3 weeks and nothing was helping, but then doing the massage like solved the issue. I'm not saying go get a massage every day because that's expensive, but I'm saying like take care of your body. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be like a full lengthy like stretching routine, like this 20-minute thing you do. If you have that time in your day, great, you can do that, but I know a lot of people don't. I don't. So what I do, it literally takes me probably about 5 minutes just before bed to do some simple stretches, and it just makes a big difference to do such a little thing. I don't know if you guys are religious, but I personally am, and I have found it extremely beneficial to pray every night, and I read my Bible every night, and that's just really changed my life in the way that it allows me to get things off my chest at night like that I'm thinking about. And it, honestly, I've seen allows me to like fall asleep quicker, I think, because I'm like thinking about those things and sharing my stresses and anxieties and like also what I'm like happy about and grateful for with God. And I think doing that just like kind of clears my mind. If you aren't religious, I also do this just because I think it's really great to do and kind of goes along with this, is just like reflecting on your day and just thinking about like if you had a bad day, like what made it bad and like what you can do to make that like not happen in the future. Something that kind of like goes along with that is having a gratitude journal. What I like to do every night in it is I like write down the date, and then I write down I'm thankful for, and then I put what I was thankful for that day, because I think it's especially great when you had a horrible day but then you can recognize that there was still something good that happened to you that day. One of my favorite quotes is, every day may not be good, but there is good in every day. And I think that this habit really exemplifies that, and that doing this can just show you that there's so much positivity and light in your life. You just may not be able to see it until you choose to focus on it. But this is where I keep all my gratitude journaling and everything. and something, so this is like the month of February, and I write down things every day, and it can be like little things. Like the other day I just wrote, I'm thankful for my bedroom. Like, it's not like anything that has to be super detailed or like thought out. It's just for you to look at the positive things in your life rather than the negative, and just kind of change your mindset. And also, I think it's really fun to look back at the end of the month and see all the things that you were grateful for. So something that I started doing in January is like an in review like thing of the month. I did like the best moments, what was done well, and what I need to work on. And I just thought this was really great for me to do at the end of January, just so I could like reflect on how good my month was and like the positive things that happened in it, like going along with that positive mindset. Writing down the things that like worked well so I can like continue to implement those into the next month and into the rest of my year. And then what I need to work on so I can focus on fixing those things in my life. I just think this is like a really good habit to get into, and I'm glad I started this because it really shows me what I need to work on. And then if you just don't take the time to think about those things, then you can just like get stuck in a routine of like doing things the wrong way. But if you take the time to think about what it is you're doing in your life and what you want to really focus on and improve on, it can help you be a better person and have a better life. That I needed to work on going to bed earlier, and that ties into my very last habit, which is try to get a good night's sleep. I recommend 7 hours of sleep. More than that is even better, but I know with my busy schedule 8 hours is not realistic, but I strive to get 7 hours sleep every night. I know that last year my sleep schedule was completely trashed sophomore year because I had such a busy workload and didn't have a study hall at school, and it just really affected my mental health, how much I was enjoying like my school year pretty much, because I ended up like completely hating sophomore year just because my sleep schedule was ruined and it messed everything else up. It affected my performance in the pool. It just affected all aspects of my life, and I feel that sleep is something that isn't valued enough because we don't like think about it enough. And if you aren't able to get like the 7 hours of sleep or however much you want to get one night because you're like really busy that night, the next night try and make it a goal to like go to bed even earlier than you would have to get that amount of time, so that you're kind of making up for that time. Good night's sleep is just so important. It affects all aspects of your life. And then something I wanted to touch on about all these habits is that like isn't going to work if you just like decide, oh, I want to do like all these things like every single day. It's not going to work. I mean, if it does, that's great for you and you are a very self-disciplined person, but taking baby steps into implementing these habits into your life is going to be like the best method for it to like work for you. For example, if you wanted to do the one where you make your bed every day, you could start off with doing it like just a couple times a week and then progress it into doing it every day, just so you're not feeling so overwhelmed about what you have to do. Honestly, I just think that all these habits are going to have such a positive impact on your life. I recommend you try some of them, if not all of them. Please leave a comment down below if you try any of these and it helps you. I really hope it does because I know that it's helped me. And please share this video with your friends so they can hear about all these tips. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at @AlexBoynton_. Turn on my post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!